Welcome back, guys. It's T underscore Scarface underscore M here. Today's video is going to be a run through of Hitman 2, which I'm going to do in two parts. The first part is going to consist of New Zealand. We're going to then go to Miami. We're going to go to Colombia, and then we're going to go to Mumbai. So that'll be the first part of our Hitman 2 video, so enjoy the intro.
Recent missions turn out to be contracts for a shadow client. Things take an unexpected turn. All their targets have been operatives in an invisible organization known as Providence. Providence has infiltrated the highest echelons of power and secretly owns our world. The shadow client wages a silent war against them. And so the Constant, Providence's enigmatic controller, seeks Diana out. His request: track down and eliminate the shadow client. In return, he offers something irresistible: the truth of 47's lost origins. Neither know that the man they hunt is 47's childhood friend. And unlike 47, he remembers everything.
Alright guys, the first mission we're going to run through on the second run through Hitman 2 then is going to be Night Call, which is in Hawke's Bay in New Zealand. You're going to start off on the beach if you've never played the level before, and we're going to bring a lockpick, a pistol and some coins, and that's pretty much all you're going to need. So first things first, there's going to be a camera straight in front of you. Just make sure you take that out before we get to the building, otherwise you get spotted. And then we're going to lockpick the door, and then there's another camera just inside, and you take that out, and we're going to head straight upstairs. And then there's a little picture frame. If you turn that around, it'll open a secret room, and you get the dongle, take out the security camera so when we're leaving, and pick up the tranquilizer gun, and then start the computer.
I'm in.
Hurry. I'm detecting movement up the road. A motorcade, possibly Reynard's.
Uploading the data.
Hold on. Receiving it now. Nothing on the shadow client or the other cells. No names, no aliases. I doubt she even knows whom she's working for. Wait, here's something. A message from Robert Knox of Kronstadt Industries. And by the sound of it, he's a Providence operative.
A defector.
Well, well, well. Client won't like this one bit.
And you can't wait to tell him. They're back. Multiple hostiles.
I see them. Damn. Okay, we've got all we're going to get. Go to stage 2, 47. Eliminate Reynard, and preferably without raising suspicion. One step ahead of the shadow client for once. Let's keep it that way.
Ugh, I thought this night would never end. What a snob fest. And I even missed out on the action.
I'm sorry you had to endure all that free champagne and cello music, Orson. What can I say? You really took one for the team.
Yeah, well, I say stick to what you know.
That should be your cutscene, so I'll sped this section up. So we're going to close the upstairs kind of curtain or blinds. And then we're going to head into the cupboard. There's not much we can do, and it's a long wait if you want to do it this way, so you just sit in the cupboard, and I didn't move for 5 minutes and 20 odd seconds, so here we are at about the 9-minute mark, and he's going to go in the shower and she's going to go left to the sink, and you have to wait a good few seconds for the shower to steam up properly, because otherwise he'll see us shooting her, although I don't know why he didn't just faint, because I definitely shot him with a tranquilizer gun, he just didn't do anything. So I just took the main target out. Shot her in the head. I just want to make sure the steam is definitely cleared up, so as you see you won't even notice anything.
Now get off the property.
Drag her body and put her in the closet or cupboard. And that's it. Don't have to worry about him. No one's going to come in and check him anyway, but he should have fainted already with this tranquilizer gun, but it didn't work. So head round to the left. You can make a save point somewhere here if you want, so you don't have to wait all over again. We're going to sneak past this guy here. This is where one of your coins are going to come in handy. So just toss a coin behind him, wait until he turns fully round, and then we're going to drop off the roof. And take this guy out, so we can just get past him as easy as possible. You could probably sneak past him if you want, but if you just want to be safe, take him out and drag his body into the bush. Head straight forward. And there should be a guy patrolling on the left as we come up here, and also another guy straight ahead of this bit of bushy area. There he is. So when he turns round, just skip past him, don't have to do anything with him. And then we're going to get up to the next section of bushes with this guard. Hopefully should be turned away from you, and we need to get our pistol out and shoot the gas canisters, because otherwise there is 3 guards at the boat that are checking that out. But they're going to immediately rush towards the boat that's on fire. When he moves, you should be able to sneak past those guards if there is time, but in this case there wasn't, so just wait until they've all ran past, and just stay on the other side of the hill so he doesn't see you, and then just run to your boat. And that's Hawke's Bay done. There is a lot quicker way to do it, because you can actually start in the building, but I wanted to show you it from the beginning because someone might never have played it before. So here is the ending intro, or sorry, conclusion to that level.
Well, it's official. New Zealand paid off. The client has given us carte blanche. Hunt down the militia by any means necessary.
A week ago, Providence was a threat. How did you swing the board?
The board are practical people, 47. A blank check is hard to turn down. Besides, the Shadow Client's war on Providence is causing a global panic. Someone will need to stop the militia. Might as well be us.
And the man on the train? You never told them about his offer.
Taking a contract for personal gain is against ICA regulations.
Sodas would have been proud.
Is that a sense of humor, 47? Whatever next? Crying at the movies?
Why are you doing this?
I know what it's like to have everything taken from you. He claims to know about your past. Your childhood, your memories, everything Ortmeyer stole from you.
And you trust him?
About as far as I can throw him. But this is our best lead in 20 years. I say it's time we break a few rules.
And that's the end of that. So here's the intro to Miami.
Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is the annual Global Innovation Motor Race in Miami, Florida. After analyzing the data from Reynard's computer, the case is clear. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox, head of robotics developer Kronstadt Industries. A visionary inventor and technological innovator, Robert Knox has spearheaded Kronstadt Industries to the bleeding edge of technological development. His equally brilliant daughter, Sierra, is not only a financial wizard, but also a fiercely competitive race car driver, with a fiery temper to match. Kronstadt enjoys enormous popularity with global consumers. However, few are aware that the company is also one of the world's leading suppliers of next-gen military tech. Last year, despotic ruler Jin Po employed prototype Kronstadt drones against peaceful civilian protesters in the now infamous Tungan Valley incident. And although it has yet to be proven, there is little doubt that the Knoxes personally brokered the deal, making them complicit in a war crime. It is unclear why the Noxes would betray their masters, but likely the fear of being next on the Shadow Clients hit list has pressured them to cut a deal with the enemy. Undoubtedly, with Kronstadt Industries on their side, the militia will increase their attacks tenfold, and so our contract obligates us to retire Robert and Sierra Knox and contain the damage they may inflict on Providence. I will leave you to prepare.
So for this mission, we're going to start behind the main factory, and we're going to bring our sniper rifle, a lockpick, and I think that was it. Actually, I can't really remember if I brought anything else. So open the gate, and we're going to take our... That was a tranquilizer I brought with me, I forgot. Take that out with the sniper rifle, and just take your briefcase with you, because you're going to need it to take this guy up here. They're a race marshal dude. Take him out. Now this might take you a few tries if you've never really done it before. Sometimes the sniper shots can be a bit frustrating, but if you're decent enough you might be able to get it in your first go like I did. But if you're not, by all means you can always just keep trying it until you get your own way. You can even shoot it when it's going the other way. Just leave your briefcase there, it doesn't really matter. So just drag his body all the way across and bring him in here and put him into the little cupboard here. At this point everyone should have moved out of this section, so climb straight through the window, head upstairs, and then we're going to take down the satellite, shut the computer, there we go. So what that'll do is that'll get Robert Knox to come up, because we're already taking out Sierra already. Take out the cameras, and then it's just a waiting game here, so we're just going to wait about until he comes up. But first of all, we're going to put our tranquilizer gun in here, because we're not going to need it. Probably could have brought your pistol anyway, it doesn't really matter. Just drop that about there. And what should happen is this guard's going to come in this room along with the target, Robert Knox, who's his personal guard. And then what should happen is he should then take the trank gunner away into the security room to my left, which is in there, where you'll see two guards. So there he goes, you should spot it now. And then now he's away, take the headshot, and then you can drag his body. Now the other way you can do this is you can actually wait, and one of the challenges is you need to take Sierra Knox out by pushing Robert Knox onto the racetrack. So you can do that way as well. I chose to do it this way because I wanted to do the sniper option. And you have to wait a little bit here because this guard for some reason waits and then goes out and then comes back and then goes out again. So I'm not really sure why he does that. It's very strange. So I'll just sped this section up. So I thought he was away there, but he came back. And then he goes away. So I'm not really sure what's happened there. So we've got two guards in here. We're just going to wait until the one goes outside and the other one turns around here. There he goes. So we're going to take the first guy out and just dump his body through the window through the other side. You should have plenty of time to do this anyway. And just drop the shotgun on the floor. And the other guard will spot that when he comes in the room in a second. And that should give us an easy opportunity to take him out. There we go, so just choke him out. You don't have to worry about anyone else coming in this room, so just take him out of there. And then we're going to head straight to the helipad. Just watch for any guards walking up and down on the right side here. That's why you need your lockpick. And it's an easy exit. And I'll leave you with the exit video for Miami.
Berlin, Shanghai, Montreal. We're bleeding operatives. Panic is spreading, and now we are axing our own?
Knox was a traitor.
he would have caused incalculable damage.
And he won't be the last. This is exactly what the enemy wants. We need to fight the sickness, not the symptom.
And I have just the tool for the job.
Right. The Burnwood woman. Eric Soders warned you about her, didn't he? The Crusader.
I can handle Miss Burnwood. Everyone hates power until you offer them some.
You ought to know.
ICA speaks the enemy's language. We need them.
And once we don't,
we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Fact remains, we are shadowboxing. We need to know who we are up against.
I was getting to that. His name is Lucas Gray, the late Mr. Cobb's head of security. Cobb was ground zero, first of our operatives to die. It had to be one of his staff, someone with military training and access to the plane.
grasping at straws.
Gray is a mercenary, a veteran of every backwater tragedy you've ever ignored on the 5 o'clock news. Chechnya, Sierra Leone, the list goes on, but before '89, nothing. No records of any kind.
Ah, come on. CIA, KGB, plenty of spies went dark.
After the curtain was lifted, I cast a very wide net. Lucas Gray simply does not exist.
If you're all quite done wetting yourselves with excitement, I couldn't give two shits where he came from. I only want to know one thing.
How does he know about us?
I swear to God, this hearts and flowers crap will get us both killed. Can't you see? Your so-called friend is working for them now. He's not the man you knew.
This is his fight too, Olivia. Even if he doesn't realize it. Like it or not, 47 is our last and only lead on the partners. He needs to remember.
He's coming for us. And unlike you, he won't hesitate.
Just get me inside. Rico, I need a favor.
So that's the ending of Miami, and we're going to immediately move into Santa Fortuna in Colombia.
47. Our Providence contact has shared the identity of the Shadow Client, a former mercenary and bodyguard by the name of Lucas Gray. His past is a black void, but our analysts are digging deep. Meanwhile, we've had a breakthrough of our own. Comparing the malicious attack patterns with global shipping and transportation routes, we've figured out how Mr. Gray and his paramilitaries move around the world undetected. They're using the distribution network of the Delgado cartel, Colombia's biggest drug manufacturer. Clearly, Gray must have struck a deal with the Delgados. Consequently, if we can cripple the cartel, we can severely limit the malicious strike range. But to do so, we need to slay a three-headed serpent. Sociopathic cartel head Rico Delgado and his two closest lieutenants, PR guru Andrea Martinez and savant chemist Jorge Franco. With equal parts guts and guile, Rico Delgado runs a thriving billion-dollar criminal empire. The word is, the brutal and volatile cartel head is hell-bent on becoming the #1 drug lord in the world. To achieve this, Martinez, a childhood friend of Delgado's, has been buttering up state leaders and decision-makers, paving the way for an expansion of the Delgado logistics network, while the brilliant but aloof and antisocial Franco has been hard at work developing a new type of super cocaine. So, 3 of Colombia's most infamous crime lords inhabiting a decidedly hostile environment. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Colombia, 47. The remote village of Santa Fortuna awaits you deep inside the Colombian rainforest. An iron-fisted Delgado cartel rules over the village and its surroundings. Security around Santa Fortuna and the closed-off cartel compound is extremely tight. Armed sicarios patrol the streets of the village, ready to enforce harsh punishments to those who do not comply. Rumors persist of hidden transportation cave systems connecting the village, the cartel compound, and the hidden coca fields beyond. It is a rare occurrence to have all three cartel leaders present in the village at the same time. Expect that all targets are protected by scrupulous killers, armed with automatic weapons. Rico Delgado inhabits his fortified mansion on the outskirts of the village, while Andrea Martinez can be found in her village office or around Santa Fortuna itself. And Jorge Franco is engaged in development of a new drug in his field laboratory.
So here we are, we're going to start at the main bus stop in Santa Fortuna. We're going to start by immediately picking up our tranquilizer gun. And what you want to bring with you on this one is your poison and your lockpick. So we're going to head all the way over to the little house here, climb over the wall, and just take out your silver baller. And we're going to take the camera out here. We're going to head immediately up the stairs. Now, one of the tricks I found with this video, if you watch the intro video at the start, you'll find that Andrea Martinez should already be downstairs. If you start it straight away by skipping the intro, she'll be upstairs, which is a bit of a pain, so you can actually do it quicker. So I've been able to go in and do that. And we're going to get out of there. So climb over the wall, and that'll leave her to die. She'll go up and drink that later on. That's her taken care of. We're going to go into a little fishing village here, and we're going to go grab a meaty bone. Here it is. We'll need that for, I think it's Rico. Yeah, Rico Delgado. He dies by his own hippo that he keeps, called Mijo. So if you run all the way through this section, we're going to shoot this log over here. So shoot the rope, and that'll bring the log over to you. Gets you across the water. Means you can bypass the guards that are on the little bridge to the left and the full construction site. So head all the way around, all the way through this section. And we're going to stay to the right, so just hug this wall and you can't get lost. And there's going to be two guards around here, so just slowly go past them, around to the right here. I have no idea, I think I played this level too many times because I know there was a bomb in here. I just couldn't remember what pillar it was on because I hadn't played this map in a while. It was over here. Don't really need it, I just picked it up for the sake of it. At this point we need to throw the meaty bone into the pool. The guard is standing there. And what that should do is then activate the hippo, which when the dude who's looking after him, the trainer guy who's trying to get him to come out, finally realizes he's done something. He doesn't know how he's done it, but he's going to go and tell Rico, and Rico is going to come and see what little Mijo is all about. So I sped this section up quite a bit as well once we take out this guard, because it does take a while for Rico to come all the way over here. So the guard will go away over to check what Mijo is like. He'll just stand there, just take him out and pick up his gun, and then drag his body into the box. You can grab anything you want here, it doesn't really matter how we're going to kill him. I chose to show you the cinematic version when he gets here, which I'll show you in a second. Just make sure you have your tranquilizer ready. As you can see, he takes his sweet time to get here. Probably could have just skipped this section to be honest, but I wanted to show you this part as well. So there's Andrea Martinez dying. So that's your first target now, and we're 6 minutes into the map, so it just shows you how long it would have taken for you if you waited for her to die. I promise you he does come eventually. There he is. So he'll go through a little speech part here where he's talking to the zookeeper guy. At this point the zookeeper will go away because he wants to be left alone. Rico does with his El Mijo. So take him out with a trank gun once he's at the top of the stairs. There you go. And then Rico should be easy to take care of, just eliminate him by pushing him in. And you're gonna see a lovely little cutscene here. I don't think Rico was too happy about it, right enough. And that takes care of Rico. At this point, this is where you're gonna have to take out Jorge Franco. So my best advice here is once you've hidden the zookeeper's body, is to make a save if you've made it this far, if you haven't done so already, because the last thing you want to do is ruin it after all that. So make a little save point here somewhere, and then we're going to take the crowbar on the left, and we're going to throw one of the coins into the corner, which will take one of the guards away. We'll take the one that's walked further away out with the crowbar, and then we're going to choke this guy out, drag his body into the bush, and then you can pick up all your stuff if you want to. You don't really have to. Just wait here until this guard comes towards you. And as soon as he turns his back, we're going to make our move along that wall on the pier. You can see the other guard on the pier is already making his way along. So just watch, he turns left and right here, you'll see him. There you go. And again, and that's when you make your move. If you move quick enough, you should be able to avoid anyone seeing you. And you can get right through that area unseen. Now watch the camera up to your left here. And that's the only camera you'll need to worry about, because the other one's round to the left, which we'll get in a moment, but we're going to take this guy out. I made a bit of a gaff here. I have no idea how I managed to miss this guy, but yeah, I shot him right between the legs for some reason, completely missed him, so I had to choke him out. And then I took out Jorge, who should be in here. So straight headshot. And if you leave quick enough, you should be able to get out of this map by the helicopter exit without being spotted. So take this camera out. That's the last camera. And before you run sprinting to the helicopter, just watch for that patrolling woman there. She moves back and forward, and as soon as she turns round, you should have free roam to run straight to the helicopter. Just stay crouched. And that should be you done for Santa Fortuna. And again, all done, Silent Assassin suit only. That's the first 3 levels of Hitman 2 all done. So I'm going to leave you with the outro for Colombia, and then we'll move on to Mumbai on the final level.
Mission status. Colombia assignment successful. Tactical targets neutralized. Militia transport network disabled. Location of primary target unknown. Team chasing several leads. End message. Encrypt and send.
I'm not as strong as you. They have to pay for what they did.
It needs to stop. You need to stop.
If my source checks out, we can prove the board knew about the chemical leaks. We'll have grounds for a retrial.
It won't make a difference. They're too powerful.
They're not the devil, Nancy. Just a company. They're not above the law, don't you see? This is bigger than James. Those bastards killed 80 people.
And they got away with it. Think about what that means.
No one's untouchable.
No one's untouchable.
Diana!
Coming! Mom? Dad?
got what we came for. Move out.
Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker, Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare.
This brings us to our fourth and final video of part 1 of Hitman 2, which is in Mumbai. I'm going to bring your Seeger of 300 Ghost, your Krugermeyer, a Poison Vial, and your lockpick. Shoot the ladder there, and we're going to climb straight up. We're going to poison the first wine glass on the table, the closest one to you. And we're going to climb up this little part here. And again. And we're going to grab the brick, because we'll need that for a moment. Take your Krugermeyer out and shoot the flagpole. So I'll raise the flag for the Maelstrom to come here. He's the most annoying target to get, so this is the easiest method to get him as soon as you can. Climb down the ladder and head into this fire pit and throw the brick in so we can change the colour of the smoke. When you change colour of smoke, what it will do is it will bring both Vanya Shah and Dawood Rangan, I think that's what his name is, to the boat location just in front of us. So all you have to do from this point is just wait, because the Maelstrom will die by poison. So I'm going to just speed this section up, so it's just a waiting game. This is probably one of the easiest levels on Hitman 2 I found, just because the targets are so easy to take out once you know how to. And just sit waiting with your sniper. So we're just going to wait it. Got a few more seconds to wait out here. And the Maelstrom should die in about 10 seconds or so, I think. Maybe a little bit longer. It is about now. I know it should be about this point here somewhere. There we go. So that's the Maelstrom. And there's Diana confirming it at the bottom as well.
That was the Maelstrom. Well done.
And I sped it up again at this point just so that you can get to this stage. So you'll see Vanya Shah's already there. We're just waiting on Rangan coming over from his big penthouse building away over there. So at this point, all we're going to do with the sniper is you'll see there's a boat where she's standing at the moment just above her. And you can see there's 2 rings on each side. If you shoot one of the kind of rail parts anywhere, that will do is it'll drop the boat on top of them for an accident kill. And that's it. So that is all targets in Mumbai, all killed and all dead, and all done again via Silent Assassin and suit only. So all done on Master Assassin for you guys, and I'm going to leave you with the outro for Mumbai.
According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs were almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap. An invitation.
You came home. I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. Now, you don't remember. They ripped it out of you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
So that's us pretty much at the midway point of Hitman 2. So again, if you enjoyed the video guys, give it a like, follow, subscribe for future content, and I'll see you all in the next one, which should be part 2 of Hitman 2.